Okay. Hopefully. Hello. Can anybody hear me? Um. Okay. And a great. All right. Sorry. Hello, and welcome to the season 12 Division 4D Precap. In the chat with me is actually I didn't actually ask how to say your name. Failfish, whatever.
You can just call me Failfish.
Failfish.
Yes.
I guess we should start with why. And hello, I'm Cornite. In case that's not obvious from the fact that the channel's all Cornite. And why Failfish?
I'm sorry. Why my name?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually kind of I wouldn't say an an odd situation, pretty much. It started out with me and a couple of my real life friends, um, playing some kind of first person shooter, and we had to come up with names. And someone just came up with I mean, I'm Dutch, so I'm gonna say it in Dutch now. It's walvisvis, which pretty much means whale fish. It's just a stupid name to come up with. And and later on, I just kept on using that name in whatever games, whatever. Uh, just whenever I needed a name, I just picked some variation on that name. And then when Twitch came into view, there was the Failfish emote, and that's pretty much led me to this name now.
Cool. So pretty random, basically.
Pretty random, yes.
Okay, and we're gonna let's just crack on and go into this. Where basically we're gonna go through the teams that are currently in the division. So at the moment there are only 13 of the 14 teams in. So we're still waiting for one, and we're not sure who that other one is. If I let me just get up my other sheet, there are two teams who aren't in. Bucket of Lithium's Nurgle Community College, who are actually a Chaos team, not
What?
Nurgle.
What?
Yeah, maybe he's actually a Nurgle team, but it says Chaos on the sign up sheet thing. And the other one was a name I'm not even going to try and pronounce.
Siggy.
Sir Siggy? Okay, fine. Sir Siggy.
I'm saying Siggy.
Yeah, cool. And the Zogoth Wild Boars, which is an Orc team. Now, we have an extra Orc team, so maybe they've been replaced by a different coach who's also an Orc team. But let's just crack on and start with of the 13 teams we have. We're going to go through them from the lowest TV upwards, in the hope that we don't miss anyone. So we're going to start with the Goblins, Nuffle's chosen misfits, who are coached by Jajisi. I'm gonna learn people's names by the end of the season, but not today.
I think that's what was it? Yeah, it's Jojishi.
Yeah,
I thought they had a different name on the Rebbl server.
Yeah, it's very confusing when people do that. No one should do that.
No,
It's very irritating.
Their Discord name is Toshi, but Jojishi, I guess.
Yeah. And obviously, if anyone picks me up for pronouncing their names wrong, I'll happily learn to do them properly if you tell me.
I think we should just keep mispronouncing them, actually.
Okay. But I do think we should have we should have guest presenters on. I like the idea of having pretty much trying to get every coach on to join in at least one week each type thing. Yeah. Obviously we won't be able to get everyone on, but if we can get a few of them, it'd be pretty good, I think. And
just so it doesn't get stale, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, and also so they can correct me for any badly pronounced naming.
Right. So we'll have like 15 minutes of ranting about the pronunciation names first.
Yes, exactly.
Then we can actually get on with the recap.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we're going to start with these Goblin teams. All three secret weapons, including a minus armor ball and chain, which is interesting.
I mean, if the ball and chain gets like knocked down, it'll get removed anyway, so it's not that big a deal, I guess.
Yeah, so long as he doesn't face anyone with stab or
Yeah.
anything that where it's not being knocked over, it's an armor roll. But yeah, I guess or another chainsaw. Obviously, a great way of getting rid
Another
of ball and chain.
chainsaw, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but talk
Actually, a great way of getting rid of this team altogether, I think.
just chainsaws. I mean, stunties in general. Block and mighty blow alone will do quite a lot of getting rid of stunties. It's no need to overcomplicate this with chainsaws. But
No, probably not.
talking of chainsaws, I mean, actually, their chainsaw, they've built themselves their very own. What's his name? What's the name of the star player? Who's Blodge?
What? Oh, I should know this,
Yeah, I
but I
should
don't.
do. Whatever that
Hang
goblin's
on,
called.
hang on.
Yeah,
Rebbl to the rescue. Rebbl has a list of star players.
yeah. But obviously, it's a bit boring if we both search at the same time. Anyway,
Yeah,
oh,
it's Nobla. That's
Noblar,
what
of
it is.
course. Yeah, Noblar. Yeah, momentary. That's the it's the the pressure of being on screen that's causing us to forget this. Anyway, hello Thunden, by the way, and Dr. Hep. Hello, Dr. Hep. I mean, other than that,
I mean, I like the Hail Mary pass Bombardier, who's gonna be out for the first match, so hopefully I'm facing them first.
oh, I didn't even notice that. Wow. I've actually, so obviously, I've played a little bit of goblins, not very much with a bombardier, and almost never actually managed to build myself a bombardier. But in Imperium, I've had a bombardier with Hail Mary, and actually, it's not that great. Like the inaccuracy is kind of irritating. Like
Yeah, I mean, you do get to just put them in the backfield and pretty much lob bombs every turn.
yeah, and against some opponents, if the opponent really wants to huddle up and form a bit of a mass, it's great. But
Yeah.
quite often your opponent decides not to, and you end up kind of just throwing it not very effectively instead. And also there's always the problem with bombs of them being caught and being thrown back at you.
Yeah, that's a slight issue with them as well.
Yeah. But it's a goblin team. They're going to be awful. But they're going to kill other people. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's a scary team. Goblins are always scary, so
not because you're going to get beaten by them, but because you're going to lose all your favorite players
yeah,
to them.
yeah, that one.
A double goblin who isn't dirty player, which isn't oh, that's a point actually. The Looney could have
It's a
had
Bloodstep Goblin.
the Looney could have had dirty player. Dirty player saw very
Yeah,
very scary.
surprised they didn't go for it, but
Mm.
I guess block is just useful as well.
And not sure about the break tackle trolls, but you kind of have to.
Break tackle, I just to keep them mobile because they're really just the strength of the team.
There's not really much else to say. Oh yeah, sponsored by Goblin Gambling, and yeah, they have a star player, the Nuffle Altar. So
They do.
yeah, hoping
They do.
yeah, gonna be
Oh,
getting even more secret weapons so they can
gonna be banking on inducements.
Yeah. A few extra bodies.
Which, I mean, I guess it works when you're pretty much 600 TV down on the rest of the division.
Yeah, I mean, I no, it doesn't work at all. It's rubbish. I mean,
Okay.
I mean, actually, so if you can get Ripper totally changes the Goblin team.
Right.
Having three trolls, one of whom isn't stupid and doesn't want to eat your goblins, is great. But the other inducements, I found they just kind of disappear a bit too easily. Like you play people who score too much, and then you've got none of your secret weapons left, and it's just irritating. Anyway, have you played much goblins?
I think I've played one spin match with goblins and that was it because it went horrible. I think 2 of my goblins got eaten. And I just no.
Yeah.
I don't like goblins.
Yeah, no, I played them for 3 seasons in Twitch Blood Bowl League, and it was hard. It was really hard, especially if you're against good opponents and stuff. They'll just take you apart.
Yeah.
More so than even halflings, who I think halflings have a better throw teammate chance, so you can
Yeah.
kind of get away with
Yeah,
scoring quickly.
halflings don't go really stupid. Don't
Hmm.
go
And don't eat.
and don't eat the
Yeah.
halflings.
Okay, so I guess the next team,
Next team is I guess
the Dark
Dark Side,
Elves.
the Dark Elves.
Yeah, Sturka.
Sturka, I always say Sturka.
Yeah,
So
and I mean, there's not very much to say about this. They're
it's I mean it's is it unlucky or lucky that they've managed to roll one double in all of the skill ups they have
it's
currently?
massively unlucky.
Because that was a thing in our Minders League. Like Sturka was the only one not rolling startups or doubles, sadly.
So
Still
yeah,
managed
he should have rolled 3 doubles in that time,
pretty much.
and he's rolled one, which is I mean he might have rolled more, but the player who rolled it might have died subsequently, type thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think they've lost a Witch Elf in one of the later games.
And but
On last.
she wasn't like Mighty Blow and Juggernaut or anything. She was,
No. She wasn't Mighty Blood Juggernaut, but she had like 2 or 3 skills as well. So that's where the diminished team value comes from, I guess.
I mean,
And
it's
also,
Dark Elves. They're a very solid team. It's a scary team to face. All that, especially don't know how much tackle there is in this division.
I haven't actually checked that, but yeah, it's just mass dodge is always good.
Yeah, mass blodge step, and a beer stand for the surfing.
We're getting some reports from the chat that one of us is a bit low on volume.
Oh, is it by any chance you?
I think it might be me.
Because I'm always too loud. Sorry. I've turned you up. I don't know how to turn me down. That's the problem. I'll just move my microphone a little bit further away from my face. Does that work better? Oh, can't hear anything. Can now. Okay. Well, hopefully that's
That's
closer.
better, I guess.
Yeah, we did do a bit of a mic check, but it's kind of
It's the first stream. Things will improve. Hopefully.
I find it very difficult to modulate my voice. I'm one of those people who's loud all the time. So I'm trying to talk normally now. Yeah. The Dark Elves, have got a good record as well, ish. 12.
Yeah, it's a good record. They ended up third, I think, out of 10 teams in our minors division.
Oh yeah, you said
So,
they're one of the 3 college teams with you who've come
yes,
up.
they're one of the 2 teams in this division that I actually know. So, Sturker it's just it's they're a good player. Know what to do with elves and rightfully so got third place in our division.
Oh yeah, so actually, of the 3 of you, how did the 3 of you place in your division? Then?
I was the lowest of us. I was in 6th place with my team. Lord Owl was in 4th with his human team, the Kingfisher Knights, and then Sturgar in 3rd place with the Dark Elves.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so how long is the season in minors?
It's 9 games.
9 games, so a bit shorter. But you've played together for more than one season there as well.
There's a season of college at first, which is also just a 10-team season. And then if you want to, you can also continue with a minor season, or you can, if you're very confident of your own skills, you can just continue on to the main leagues if you want to.
And this is all 3 of you's first foray into the main Rebbl leagues. Have you played in any other leagues other than Rebbl, or just?
I've played just one season in the Lineman League so far.
Okay.
With an orc team.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that developed yet, but but I'm definitely returning there. So
And they're quite that's a slow team to have on in the lineman league. I would imagine.
yeah,
Movement
yes, they
five.
are.
Basically, it's them and dwarfs and Nurgle are the three movement. Oh, actually, skeletons. I guess skeletons and
Yeah,
zombies slow as well.
skeleton
Actually, there's
zombies.
quite a few slow lineman teams. Anyway,
Hmm.
um, anyway, yeah. Sorry, just trying to gauge the kind of experience and stuff. But yeah, cool. Should we move on from the Dark Elves to the next lowest team, which I think is the Orc team Grinch by Disco Dave, or coached by Disco Dave. Um, and I've seen a team like this once before. Um, I think it's interesting to have this number of players in an Orc team. A team of almost entirely AV9 and having 14 of them with so few skills is not what I would choose to do. Oh, so Dr. Hep, by the way, is saying, well, also, firstly, he understands he's also loud like me, but he also said that Hep, Innovation, and Postron Mike all came from the same miners as well. So I think, does he mean the season before you, or does that were they in miners with you? Oh, have I lost? Hello, am I here on my own now? Oh, yeah. So Walvis has or Failfish has had a crash. His PC's restarting. Anyway, I can carry on talking for a little while. So a lot of minors coaches coming up. Okay, yeah. So 3 last season and 3 this season. That's a fairly hefty proportion of the coaches. Interesting. But anyway, yeah, I think this Disco Dave team is very interesting. It's unusual to have such a wide orc team with only 2 rerolls as well, and so
Right.
few skills. Aha! Hello, you're back.
Hello. Am I back? I am back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
My PC just decided to freeze.
yeah.
So
I was just
that's
talking to
good.
talking to myself for a little while, and then it was like,
Hmm.
no, he's not said anything for a little while. Anyway, yeah. Are you going to be a little while getting back into everything, or it was
I
just
should be back into Blood Bowl in 30 seconds.
okay, cool. But yeah, basically, I was talking about Disco Dave's team being
Yes.
14 players,
It's.
which is kind of bloaty
I
for an orc team.
think it's a little bit too much. I think you can do with 12
Yeah.
as orcs. With AV9, I don't think there's a lot of claw in the division. I think my team is the only one with 1 claw
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah.
Maybe some werewolves in the necro
Oh
team.
yeah, there's a mighty blow werewolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even so, 14
Hmm.
is a lot of you could this team could easily be 30 100 TV lower,
Yeah.
and with the money spent on a third reroll rather than
I think he's actually waiting to get leader on the thrower. I think
but why would
because
you
he's at 5. He's at 5 out of 6 right now. I mean, there's a lot of better skills for a thrower,
yeah
but
but it just seems like why make your bench so big when you probably need that third reroll more,
hmm
in my opinion. Anyway.
I don't know. It could work out.
Hmm.
We'll see. Yeah.
uh
I've played against him a couple of times in the Upstarts series.
mhm.
It's a decent player. Definitely more focused on the bashing than actually the ball handling. So I think orcs will suit him well.
I mean, I said I've seen a team like this before, and that team focused a lot on fouling with a lot of players. So I don't know. Does he use his bench to stomp on people basically? And is his first
I
lineman going to get dirty player by any chance? That's
I can't recall that happening, but it might very well happen.
yeah,
It could be a very valid strategy.
yeah. No, I know someone who doesn't even have uh, didn't even have all the Black Hawks or all the Blitzers. Just went for a big team list and fouling every game and just like
Are you sure this wasn't Lyman League?
no, but basically yeah, might as well have been. Uh, But yeah, again, other than that, I mean, it's a nice plus strength blitzer.
Yeah, it's a solid start to an orc team.
Yeah, not very
Three of the
much
back
though. You know.
block. So
Yeah, I guess. Actually, it's kind of. I don't know. Do you think the thrower might have died as well for the thrower to be to only have 5 SPP?
I don't know. I don't know how many games this team has played.
Ah, yes.
It's like 14 already, so it might have happened.
And the
Thought
thrower has
about it wrong.
played 5 matches, so yeah,
Ah, so he's definitely either a new buy or
a
rebought.
oh yeah. Um, maybe that would explain the sticking with 2 rerolls if he had a thrower with leader already. Maybe it's not that he's
Maybe.
waiting for leader; he had leader and now it's gone type thing. Um, anyway, so if you go on to the next team, which is the Necro team that I was thinking of,
Yes.
Thunden, who I
It's
believe
fun.
is in the who's watching. And he has that thing that every Necro coach seems to have managed to roll.
And then every other coach hates.
It says, yeah, you're playing Chaos, right? You
Yes,
can't
I
really.
hate it.
You can't complain about other people getting Claw Mighty Blow, okay?
No, it's my combination. Get your own one.
But yeah, no, a very nice looking Necro team, in my opinion. Uh,
Yeah, definitely.
could
You have the Blood Wolf for the ball carrying. You have the Mighty Blow Wolf, which is gonna do the killing. You've got some nice Flash Golems, both with block, one is guards. White is guard. It's pretty much everything a Necro team needs, I guess.
yeah. I mean, I think it needs a bit more guard, basically.
Hmm.
Whoa! Now was that loud enough? Jeez, sorry. Doctor Hep is now following. Thank you,
Oh,
Doctor Hep.
cool.
Yeah, you didn't hear it, but if you watch this back,
Yeah.
you know, don't bother with the headphones. It's loud enough. Uh, um, okay. Anyway, yeah, Dutch player zombie, kick zombie. I think
Yep.
it's a very nice team.
Yeah, it's solid all
Yeah.
around.
Sponsored by the Guild of Bandits and Affiliated Trades. So,
Yeah.
sorry,
No stadium upgrade yet.
say that again.
No stadium upgrades yet.
No.
So I mean, guess not really necessary for a Necro team.
I guess also, they tend to. Actually, do you want to buy players? I guess they still want to buy another ghoul, right?
Maybe. I'm thinking not at this moment because you kind of want to keep the cash for if something goes horribly wrong.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, so if you got to the point where you had 100 gold that you might spend on a stadium, you'd buy the second ghoul before the stadium, though. That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. I don't actually play Necromantic, so
I I play Necro really badly, so I need to not suggest.
so basically they need to do the opposite of what you
Yeah,
suggest.
you're probably right. They probably shouldn't buy any ghouls. Yeah, because I think they should, which means that it's probably the wrong thing to do. But yeah, very nice looking team.
Mhm.
No draws, which is just
What? No draws at all.
no 12 games, either win or lose, no draws.
Oh,
I like that in a team. Draws are irritating. Oh, and basically, 50% of them are 2-1, one way or the other.
yeah. Some 3-0s at the start.
Yeah, wow, interesting. Yep, cool. All right. So I think the next team
Next up
is
is
Proudwing. The
Grim Tail. Is it? Oh, is it probably? No,
I,
it's innovation with a Grim Tail.
this is where I need to learn to count, isn't it? That would really help.
I mean,
Oh
I,
yes,
I
yes, of
think
course,
1570
yes,
is
yes,
slightly
yeah,
lower,
yeah.
so
Sorry, on the other page, I was looking at the wrong page. Nurgle,
Mhm.
with a claw mighty blow. So
Yes,
but no
with a
block.
claw mighty blow. No block yet, so I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah,
Only 4 SPP away from block though, so
yeah. Won't take very
hopefully he'll
long.
get that within the first match.
Plus strength, beast of Nurgle, which is always
Oh god,
it's
I
like
hate it.
one of the few big guys that plus
It
strength is
actually
actually
really likes plus strength, yeah.
okay.
Blotch warrior, 1 plus strength warrior. Not that many core skills yet, but I think you'll get plenty of development within the season.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's Nurgle. Like 1500 is a long way away from
Mhm.
from being complete. And Doctor Hep says mute your Discord, which I've just done. I've got two computers, so the one we're on isn't making loads of bleepy noises,
The other one is.
but the other one is. So I've just turned that one. Oh, actually, wasn't I just I turned off Discord on the other one, but I can just make the whole computer silent. There we go. That's better.
Ah.
Uber professional, you know. Anyway, um, yep, and I like the fact that there's a tackle wrestle rotter. You know, good for
I, I
obviously.
mean, I don't like there not being a lead generally. For the rest, it's just
I mean, I think you need one wrestle tackle to deal with blodgers and stuff, given a choice, and
yeah,
the
but I.
pestigores haven't made it there yet. So
Mhm. That's very true.
uh,
It's just I don't know. I don't know how effective a movement 5 safety is going to be.
no, well, their win record's not so great. Um, however nice the team is, they're 1 win, 4 draws, and 10 losses, which is. But Nurgle are always tough to start with, aren't they?
I
So
guess that's Nurgle starts pretty
yeah,
much.
exactly. And at least you're not bloating up with fan factor. So
Nope. Also very true. Only what was it? 3 fan factors so far.
yeah,
Yeah.
and sponsored by the Bank of Aldorf. Aldorf. Anyway, all right. I mean, there's not much else to say about the Nurgle, is there? I think
I like the naming of the team. Fairy tales.
yeah. No, I really like the a grim tale as the name of the team.
Yeah.
Iron John. Anyway, yeah.
I don't know where Iron John is from.
No. Anyway, yeah. And actually, I guess this team is probably starting to take shape this season rather than last. So maybe you can expect a bit more.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm expecting them to be like this team could very easily just roll around the middle of the division,
Hmm. Yeah.
just cruising along, couple of wins, couple of losses.
You never know. I mean, yeah. Quite a lot of
Um,
teams do get a lot better later on, as they get bigger, right? So
yeah, that's
okay.
very true.
So now we go on to Proudwing. Is that right?
Yes,
Hurrah!
yes. Now we do indeed go into Proudwing. Very good.
The Happy Sons.
The Happy Sons.
And this is a much more,
This is a much more developed orc team.
yeah, more orky, more the way that I'd expect an orc team to look as well. No thrower using one of the blitzers as a ball carrier, and a blitzer who's rolled plus movement, which is
And that's very valuable.
pretty awesome. Um,
I mean, I guess you wouldn't normally pick tackle on your ball carrier, but I guess he's just versatile.
I think it's pretty common actually basically to keep him useful on the other side of the ball. So when you're playing defense, you still want that blitzer to be on the pitch, and you don't want to give him only skills that are useful to carry the ball. So giving him tackle gives him something to do. And I mean, also if you've got tackle and sure hands, and you blitz into the ball carrier, and then you carry on and pick up the ball and run away,
Yeah, um,
he's not going to
yeah,
be
that's very true.
he's not going to be a catcher. He's not going to be sitting, waiting for the ball to be handed to him. But he can get involved.
He's gonna be like every other orc. He's just gonna punch,
Yeah,
punch their way through, and then eventually maybe score a touchdown.
yeah, exactly. What ball?
I'm a bit in disagreement over the plus movement on the troll.
I was about. I was. My mouse hovered over it for a second. I thought I'd wait until we moved on a bit, but I mean, block on a troll is awesome, but the
Yes.
plus movement. I mean, one of the things with trolls is guard, stand firm. Not many other great choices for them.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a troll. He's pretty much the same speed as the rest of the team. Like with 4 and 5, and then 6 being the biggest. But
Yeah.
he's definitely not slow where you're like, okay, I need the movement to actually keep up.
I mean, no, I think making a movement 4 go to movement 5 is actually probably very useful. I mean, orcs are a pretty slow team, right? You know, so I bet you he's picked it because he's going to find it useful. I bet he's going to find it useful.
Probably.
But
It's probably been useful already.
yeah,
Oh, we've also got a fake Black Orc there, tip top lineman.
yeah, a pretty good fake Black Orc. What with he could be a strength 4 ball carrier if you if you wanted to be irritating to Wood Elves or someone like that. You know, or someone or Kislev, which I'm sure we're going to see some wrestle tackle and leaping in to try and get the ball off a strength 4 lineman is not an awful idea. Although the movement 5 is a pain in the butt.
Not that fast.
No, and some dirty player as well. Everyone's favourite.
And a dirty player. Everyone loves dirty players.
Yeah, and 3 mighty blow and 3 guard. So I don't know. Does that mean he's trying to keep them even?
I guess so. It's just standard orc team. Just you want to punch people, and both of those skills help with punching people.
Yeah. I'd kind of want more guard, if anything. I've got to say.
For now. I'm thinking the next blitzer level on Knickerbocker is gonna be Dart. I reckon.
Yeah. Unless something more exciting comes along. But yeah.
I'm imagining the same on the Black Orc with just block.
Interestingly, not the same numbers as the other wide spaced orc team, but both orc teams have an equal win and loss record type thing. So 8-5-8, and the other one was 7-4-7 or something like that. I can't remember.
Okay.
But so both kind of equally winning, as it were.
It's just pretty much 50% teams.
Yeah. So should we move on to Positron Mike and its bare necessities?
Yes, the Kislev team.
Bare necessities.
That's a lot of guard.
Yeah, I mean, for some pretty good lineman level ups there, and in fact that's 2 doubles because that's a Blodge Guarder with Fend. Not very much in the way of Blitzer level ups. So basically, time to what's the word? Lay my cards on the table and say I am currently playing Kislev in Rebbl. And basically, the first thing I did with my Kislev team was just level blitzers and ignore winning or anything else, and just try and get as many skills on blitzers as possible.
Right.
And the catchers and the bear kind of leveled just naturally, but every time I got a chance to try and score on a Kislev on a blitzer, that's what I did. And I think it really helps. I think they're very powerful when they've got a lot of levels, but they're pretty rubbish when they don't.
Right, because the Blitzers are one of those weird players that get both general agility and strength skills.
Yeah, one of the only 2, them and Vamps.
It's them and Vampires, yeah.
So not one other?
I don't think so.
No. Anyway, yeah.
He lost all his Blitzers, as Dr. Greed, last season. That's
okay. Well, that's yeah. I mean, that has now happened to my team, but the rest of my team's kind of bloated up instead, so it's not an issue for me anymore. Okay.
What I do wonder is how this lineman got this bloaty, pretty much. How he got 63 SPP. Has he just been using it as a ball carrier?
Yeah, I mean, it's unusual, isn't it?
I mean, when you compare him to the rest of the team, yes, because he has pretty much double the SPP of the next guy.
I mean, but it could be that the blitzers were higher and have been killed.
Entirely possible as well.
I mean, he's played 40 games, so
yeah,
that's a lot of. There's probably a lot of SPP that.
Decent win-loss record as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm this my Rebbl Kislev team is kind of the longest I've played a Kislev team for a long time. What's the ouch for?
Ouch. Just seeing here, it's 40 games, right?
Yeah.
I'm just seeing on the second screen 9 deaths sustained.
Yeah.
That's Ouch.
I mean, that's not that it happened. Like Kislev are the worst team for just randomly exploding. It's the
Yeah.
leaping because like everyone else, when you do something, you get skills that make the thing you're doing easier, but
And it
you
doesn't
can't.
doesn't exist for leap.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless you get pro or something, and that's not very good. And they just end up landing on their head so much they die. Um,
They just get concussed all the time.
yeah, they literally and like I've 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 lost more players in my Kislev team than any other team I think of it. Even like Rats, because but basically most other teams also have coping mechanisms like Agi 4 and built-in skills and stuff. But
Yeah.
Kislev are
And
so
then
terrible
just
to start with.
no, it's just basically 3 pluses.
Yeah,
I mean, you do get leap for it, which is, in my opinion, one of the best skills in the game if you're an edgy team.
yeah. I mean, but
But
Kislev aren't really an Agi team, are they?
I guess not really.
I mean, the catchers are Agi, but their strength too. They're not that fast. And they don't start with dodge, so they're very liable to getting murdered, basically.
They implode very easily. It
Yeah,
seems like.
yeah. Oh, and Dr. Hep says that he's had this team since the college or minors, so that's 40
Uh,
games of not just.
Kudos to them for just sticking out with Kiss level this time.
Yeah, I mean, Kislev are great fun. Like they're my favorite of the kind of they're not bashy, they're not agi, they're a little bit of both. You can get some killers, you can get some
Hmm.
you can get some killers, you can get some Agi 4 and do some Agi play stuff. And they're one of my favorite. They are a great team to play. They're not boring. You're never going to get bored of them.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, I think we've
Ah, okay. I see now how this lineman got his SPPs.
does he
He's
have
got
like
10 MVPs so far. One touchdown, 5 casualties inflicted.
I mean that's for 38 so every 4 matches he plays he gets
Yes.
MVP. That's Oh, Dr. Wrinkles is going to bed.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Good night, Wrinkles.
I feel like it's a
We'll
children's program. Good night, everybody. Anyway, sorry. Yeah,
right, now we can just safely rip on his team
yeah.
without him knowing.
Because we wouldn't have done that otherwise. uh, no
Yeah,
sponsor.
no sponsor at all,
No.
really. And human cheerleaders.
I mean,
Uh,
as someone who finds the female form quite attractive, I think the human chili is the best of the three.
don't you like the orc? What's
I
what do you
like
not?
that
How can you not like the orc cheerleaders?
they're funny, but there's only so long that joke is amusing.
Uh, all
Uh,
right,
anyway, so
still funny to me.
yeah, because
I guess
anyway, yeah,
on
sorry,
to the next team, I
yeah,
guess.
Dr. Hep, hello.
Yes, he's still in the chat.
Yeah, almost certainly. Oh, Pro
Grim
Elves.
Drafters 4. I don't know what happened to the previous 3 teams, but I can only imagine they died horribly.
They're Pro Elves. That's what they do. Talking of teams that have no starting skills and are generally really irritating to play, except this is even worse. Yeah,
I mean, by now they're irritating to play against. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Just look at that catcher.
I mean, he's not got a 1-turner yet, so it's not that bad.
I mean, that catcher's still gonna wreak havoc.
Yeah.
Strength 4 at G5, he's just gonna be everywhere and be annoying.
Guess tackle next. I don't know.
Tackle next, maybe sidestep.
Strip ball.
He's one heck of a ball carrier, and also one heck of a ball hog.
Yeah.
I like the catcher that got both mighty blow and then did not get piling on the next double.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. Obviously,
And
obviously, he doesn't like being stepped on. I would imagine.
I mean, I guess AV7 doesn't like getting stepped on at all, but maybe you have some explanation for that, Mr. Hep.
Yeah. Oh, so he said he traded away his throwers for some guard.
Russell is from the market, right?
Ah.
Ah. I mean, he's 4 SPP away from another double, so
Yeah, would you take piling on a guard on like one of your only 2 guarders who's already 200 TV worth of player? Yeah. Actually, I guess there is no other double you take, right? Juggernaut?
Probably not. Juggernaut, maybe. Just to get the push.
Yeah, Juggernaut Frenzy. I don't know.
It's viable, definitely. But
Yeah.
that's also would be his legend skill then. Juggernaut Frenzy.
True. Which is a
So
long, long way away.
long way away. He's gonna kill some stuff if he can.
Yeah.
All right.
One mighty blow. That's all you need. It'll be
I
fine.
mean, it's one it's a turn line. One mighty blow is all you need.
Yeah. I mean, one Agi 5 lineman is probably all you need in terms of throwers as well. So,
Yeah, pretty much. Just get rid of the other thrower. He's useless.
there's another thrower. Oh, yes,
There's
there
a
is.
thrower
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
there
top.
is. Oh, he said he traded it.
One,
I saw
one SVP so far.
I saw the comment about I traded away my throwers for some guard.
No, there's one he kept. I guess he likes him.
Ah,
Character 2.0.
sponsored by the Circle of Happy Serenity.
Was
Oh, not played that many games. So I take it this isn't is this not a minus team? Was this a team
this is
like this is
think
last season?
just a regular one season team.
Yeah. But Dr. Hep said he came from the minors the season before you when you crashed out.
Right.
And
I guess he rerolled.
Yeah.
Into Pro Elves, and then this is his second season with the Pro Elves.
Yeah. In fact, he said that him and who were the other 2?
Oh man.
Innovation and Positron Mike all came from the minors the season before you guys.
Yeah.
So this is basically, 6 previously minor teams at least. Pretty good going. That's why.
There's one game in the history that stands out to me. It's the first ever game played with this team. I mean, I don't want to accuse you of that, Dr. Hep, but 5-5.
I mean, that is what the Green Horn is for, isn't it? Or whatever it's called. But there is another coach who I met in person recently, and who was quite unhappy because in our first Greenhorn game we were against each other, and he said I think we should we should score as many as we possibly can, and I went, well, you can if you want, and then I won the game because because I didn't try and score lots.
Just killed this thing.
Yeah, I killed a few of his players. Anyway, wow, 5-5 though. That's pretty impressive.
That's one heck of a game.
Yeah. What's that? So 3 turns where you weren't scoring, or 6? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, 3 turns each. So 16 turns, 8 turns each.
I mean, yeah, there's no 1 turners yet, so I guess 2 turns per touchdown.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course, yeah. 8.
Maybe some 1 turns with some pushes, but yeah, that's a strange game.
Even with 1 turners, that's a ridiculous scoreline.
Yes. Anyway, on to the next team, I guess.
Yes. I guess up me. No, it's not. No,
it's Rugwarts, Arrogant Bar Stewards.
Yep.
We've literally got 1640, 1650, 1660, 1670, and 1680.
Yeah, and no doubles, so it's all fine. And I also we didn't mention last time, but Dr. Hep has more AV7 than a normal Pro Elf team. What with one of his blitzers being AV7, and also the Arrogant Bar Stewards have more AV7 than High Elves normally have, because one of their blitzers has a.
Their blitzers also.
And plus,
their killer actually got -AV8.
Yeah,
I mean, kind of sad.
I'm not sure about the idea of taking plus movement on a blitzer who just becomes as fast as the catchers. Is it that much of an advantage?
I don't know. It's,
Like
I mean,
that could be dodge, and he'd probably get further with dodge because he'd be able to cut corners than
hmm
than the movement gives him,
yeah, yeah,
and
very
he'd be
true.
safer, and and won't have to have dodge as his next skill. You know,
But yeah, all around just a solid high elf team. You know, if he's got those few blocks, those few dodges that you pretty much need on the team to
yeah,
to actually survive a fight.
and of course a blodge step, diving tackle blitzer, which is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I'm thinking he gets horribly murdered this season, but
Thinking or hoping.
hoping as well. Because I mean, he's gonna be the ball hog. You know, he's gonna be that annoying guy next to the ball carrier. He's gonna get pretty much punched every turn.
And he's also got a Nurgle warrior from another team with a name that's just an exclamation
Yes.
mark.
I just hang on. He's yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
not a great win record, but High Elves, another team where they start off fairly slow, can be a bit difficult to start with.
7, 10, 13. It's 2 seasons old, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
So probably remaining in Division 4 for this season, and then hoping to climb up the ladder.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much to say about this. I must admit, High Elves are my least favorite. Like in terms of what's the word? In terms of for fluff reasons, I hate the High Elves more than any other race. I'm like
Mm.
my my Blood Bowl racism is all aimed at High Elves and Amazons. So for no real reason. I quite like elves generally, but just high elves irritate me.
Mhm.
I think it's the noise they make when you select them. The ha noise really just gets on my
Right.
annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now looking at the naming of this team, there's one that pretty much stands out a little. I think he was bought after a game where he stole the MVP. Mr. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it,
Oh,
Mr.
or a
Orastil
still
Silva.
yeah. As opposed to because Metal can't pronounce names, I repeatedly renamed all of
All
them
of them. Chubstep
Chubstep.
Skadu.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
So does the
That's
so
nothing
I
else.
thought the exclamation mark might mean it's for a different team, but actually I guess it's just what you
It's,
do when you
yeah, it's what you do when you want to annoy Chubstep.
wow. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Also, we've missed Dr. Hep mentioning that he's played 3 different teams before majors.
Ah,
So
okay.
he's he's got the so I have a real re-roll phobia problem where I really
You don't want to learn on our team.
I really should re-roll this rat team that only have 4 players left, but I'm just going to play it for one more season and maybe they'll get better. I guess he's not like
Spoiler
that.
alert, they didn't get better.
I got up to 5 players. All right.
Ah, okay, okay, that's very good.
I
Very
actually
good.
so I played a pro elf team with no players in. So I basically I fired everyone. Didn't have any rerolls. Just had loners and star players every week. It was quite a fun experiment. I would highly recommend it to anyone who just doesn't care anymore. No,
Yeah.
I've accidentally left the division. There we go. All right.
Ah,
So
right, next team.
is the one that I've already mentioned. So up me. So the
The
teenage
Teenage Ninja
they
Reds.
were actually in my division last season.
Ooh, they've got a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, they might have
This
been. That
team.
might have been for my team as well. Um,
Meanie.
uh,
Yeah.
agility one rat ogre. That's
Yeah, but a storm
fine.
vermin that got MA busted twice is also a. I
He's
mean,
wait, and he's got stand firm and
he's got
guard.
stand firm guard and mighty blow.
He needs to have claw instead of mighty blow, and you could call him Glart Junior or Glart
Yeah,
Senior. Which one? So
yeah, I
Glart
guess.
Senior.
Yeah, yeah.
And he needs grab. So he needs claw, grab, stand firm, and then he'd be Glart. Um, and what looks like a completely fresh Storm Vermin. He's played one. He's played one game.
One game, one MVP, I guess.
It's a pretty good start. To be fair,
Yeah,
one
yeah. I
game,
mean,
5
that's
SVP.
pretty much what you want.
Yeah,
You know, he's got some questionable decisions on lineman levels.
well, you mean the dirty player, hideous appearance?
No, not pretty much not the dirty player, but the dodge and the foul appearance, which could have both been guard.
Yeah, good point. I keep forgetting that's a double. I mean, not the dodge, but the foul appearance. He obviously got tired of people beating his dirty player off the pitch and decided, I want him to stay on for 1/6 more blocks.
No, I'm not really seeing the value of it, especially since it costs 30k.
I mean, to be fair, if you gave him guard, he would leave the pitch even faster. So, you know,
That's true.
maybe you can't really have a dodge dirty player because, although frankly, yeah, 100 TV of dirty players already pushing it a little bit.
Yeah, I would be scared of fouling with it. I'm not scared, but not
You'd-
a piece worth fouling with.
You have to be fouling something worth 150 or 200 TV for it to be worthwhile.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
Okay, having made fun of his linemen,
Yeah,
the
not to the real stars of the team.
yeah,
The gutters.
the gutters are pretty nice. 2
Yeah.
movement 10, one of them with sprint, 2 heads, even.
2 heads.
I mean,
Block,
yeah,
I
like
don't know.
sure feet before block maybe in this case,
Mm.
but I don't think Upme had many games where he had 11 players, so
Probably not. No.
you're probably not going to get to protect your one turner by keeping off the on the bench or whatever. So he got played.
No, we've got a ball retriever, 2 heads, big hand,
Yeah, and a
and a sacker.
Yeah, wrestle horns. I mean,
Horn, wrestle, strip tackle.
it's almost the perfect for gutter runners.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
You've got a ball retriever, you've got a one turner, you've got a sacker, and you've got one just as backup.
who's about to become another one turner probably.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I quite like having one of the gutters as a diving tackle, blodge stepper type thing. But
I can see that. Yeah.
there's still time, I guess.
There's.
But I don't know if Upme was also maybe from the minors before or something. But
Wouldn't know. He's played. What is it?
with this team,
49 matches so far. So that's
47. But yeah,
quite an experienced team.
Yeah.
47. Sorry.
um,
Might actually be the most experienced team in the division.
yeah, probably. I mean,
I don't know.
and he was in Division 3 and's come down. So
Okay. Oh yeah, it's a scary team. Especially because of the gutter runners. Not really that much killing power yet. Because you'd really like to see Claw on the Storm Vermins.
Yeah, anyway, one of the Storm Vermin being totally new, and also having a gutter runner. I mean, a Rat Ogre.
Block and Juggernaut is also very good.
I mean, it's nice, but it's a liability. They're terrible. They're probably. I mean, he's probably the reason why the Storm Vermins aren't that well developed.
Developed as they should have been, because he's mostly blitzing with the Red Ogre instead of the Storm Vermins.
Yeah, and then 1 in 6 times losing his blitz because the Rat Ogre
because wild
animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love playing with the Rat Ogre, but you've got to know that he's terrible. He's
he usually doesn't really fit with the style of the team.
No, he's
he can work.
He's a lot more fun, but not very effective. And I start with him quite a lot just because I like playing with him. But when he dies, and he does die, you leave him by the wayside.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he just hasn't died yet.
Well, no, he's only played 14 matches, so he's actually a relatively new acquisition.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe he just felt he needed some strength. But yeah, not much else you can say about this. Gutter Runner's amazing, but it's a pretty typical Skaven team, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Gutter Runners are amazing. The rest is just backup, pretty much.
So after 1680, where do we get to next?
We got to the Kingfisher Knights, I think.
Yeah, Lord
The
Owl,
human team.
who you also said was another.
It's also in my minors division.
Mhm.
Yes, it's still a quite scary team.
I mean, I'm a I really like humans
Mhm.
to play with. They're they don't scale very well, and we get like I think 1770 is pretty much the
It's
edge
pretty
of
much where you want to be with
yeah
humans.
much higher, and they're gonna just get murdered.
Yeah. I like the development so far. You've got more bash orientated because you only have 2 guards. You have 3 mighty blow.
Yeah,
I think that can definitely work. I mean, just movement 7 blitzers are just always amazing.
I mean just like the speed of a human team is their strength, if you ask me. I mean they're
Yeah,
second only to Skaven,
Skaven. Yes.
really. If you got
Wood elves, I guess.
if you got all the catchers, yeah, I guess actually, yeah, third, yeah. Um, but with so much more strength and strength access than rats or what else. It's quite a nice team actually.
It is a very nice team so far. And, I like the plus edgy accurate thrower, which could
I,
lead to some surprising passing plays.
I was going to say the what's the word, the nominative determinism of having a player called the Quick who then rolls plus movement is quite nice. You know, he's named the Quick. He goes fast. Except for Gareth the Swift is getting strength, and not that
Yeah,
quick.
it's not that swift.
No, he's
Yeah,
basically another
he's
blitzer
been
actually.
lucky with it.
That's Gareth the Swift is quite an expensive blitzer.
He's a blitzer that also has
Dodge and
dodge and
catch.
catch.
I guess you could be going for the sidestep diving tackle on a strength 3 armor 8
Yeah,
player next. It's not
see,
that bad. But yeah, no, nice team. Not much else to. Oh,
not really that much.
um, he's sponsored by Spike Magazine, but also he has a he has a
Wizard.
magician sop. Yeah,
Oh, you didn't have that when I played him last time.
uh, that's. I mean, what do you think of that?
It's wizard. I mean, yes, humans can definitely make use of a wizard. In this division, it also, we're pretty close to each other, all of us, except for maybe just the dark elves, the goblins, one of the orc teams. But I don't know. It could work out in everyone's favor because you're also giving your opponent a wizard, which is not fun.
I mean, I don't like them just because of the attrition problem of getting wizarded every other game. So whereas
Yeah.
you're wizarding your opponents every other game, they're getting one. It's happening to them once, and it might win you a few games. And in fact, his Lord Owl's win rate is pretty impressive.
It's
Very
very
good.
good.
But I worry about my own players getting killed by a fireball every so often, or lightning bolted on a good player all the time. But he's got a quite healthy team. I guess humans are probably one of the more resilient teams as well.
Yeah, aviate all around is
Yeah,
pretty standards.
and also the ability the speed to spread out enough that you're not going to get fireballed altogether as well. So you don't have to
I
clump
guess.
up because you've got you're not like orcs who just end up kind of clumping up together because they can't all move out of each other's way that well. But good team,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
interesting.
that's a solid team so far.
Yeah,
Doesn't need that much development. Maybe a couple of levels on the blitzers, but for the rest, it's just a good human team, good
hmm.
healthy human team.
Yeah. Um, okay, and I guess the next
Oh,
team. Oh no, yeah, the next team is you.
is my team.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
the tanking generals.
Yes.
Wait, Ulysses S. Grant. Did he drive a tank? Wait, what?
No, it's not driving a tank. It's
Oh,
pretty much
okay.
having a tank named after you.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I started out with. It's just I popped up in my head at some points when the college league started. I just okay, I'll just do that.
Yeah. And so have you actually got like the Wikipedia page for all these tanks? You know, like
I did have that Wikipedia page open. Yes, yes. List of armored fighting vehicles.
yeah. And then
Go down it.
who's it named after? Yeah.
Yep.
I
Got one Frenchman in there. Leclerc. It's named after my well, not after my mentor, but you know, he saw that and saw that Leclerc wasn't in there, and it just the Chaos Warrior died, and this is his replacement.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, this is my team.
I'm still absorbing it. Wait a second. It's quite you know, it's all right. You need an agi up somewhere, but
Yeah,
fair,
I'm still waiting for the agi up.
fair bit of movement and a couple of strengths. Nice.
I've actually had to decline one movement because I just didn't want it.
Yeah. Good. Well, good is what I say to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting tentacles on the plus strength warrior. And, you know, getting some more kill skills because you know I like killing things.
Yeah. Hence your choice of race. Interesting that you've gone Mighty Blow, Guard, Claw, and he's your.
That's a piece I actually picked up from the player market.
Oh,
this
okay.
season.
Another player. So you actually don't have a real killy player.
No, I did not have a real killy player until now.
Ah.
I've been more leaning towards the control chaos instead of actual kill chaos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm happy with my team so far.
Frenzy before blocks, you know, or
Yeah, just
wrestle.
You know.
Just hit things, and also, yeah, I guess usually if you're blitzing, is he your safety? You know,
He's my just my server, you know,
yeah,
pretty much. If people want to go near the sidelines, then they get served.
I know.
I think just having one frenzy on the team is just you know it already makes your opponent play a lot different than they normally would.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. I really like the effect Frenzy has on, you know, basically stopping people going on the sidelines, or making them think twice about it. Especially if a Frenzy player who can probably get Juggernaut next as well might, you know, have even more an effect.
Yes.
Pretty good record, but I guess, do you think that's maybe influenced by playing in the minors? So
Yeah, I guess a bit of that. I mean, there's definitely some matches that I just won because the opponent really didn't know how to play yet.
Although my experience of college, or Rebbl rookie league was that players got good pretty quickly.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, it's the same. It's just those first couple of matches is just what do I do, and then it's just you know.
Yeah.
You quickly adjust to each other's playing level, I think.
Yeah, I was so I mentioned to you already, but I was a mentor in the first 2 seasons of the rookie league, and yeah, I kind of stopped because I felt like the players were better than me.
I'm not good enough to be a mentor.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Okay.
I was actually like, oh, I thought I was pretty good, but these people who've been
I'm
playing
not.
for a season are way better than me now. You know, yeah, maybe. Anyway, yeah. And that leaves only one team
One team left.
that's in, and that's T Cold's Norse.
Scary Norse team.
Yeah.
1940.
You know, people often assume that a Norse with Armor 7 can't get that high, but
Here's the living proof.
yeah, they're good. Oh, he's got a thrower with. That's interesting. Just a leader carrier, I wonder.
Yeah, a thrower with leader, 2 rerolls. Trying to keep that TV down a little bit, but not really working. I think.
I mean, he's got all the positionals. That's not what you do when you're trying to keep the TV down on Norse. I've got in another league I have a Norse team that's over 2,000 TV, and I don't have both berserkers because you know, berserkers and runners.
One's enough.
Yeah, one's enough when you've got 2 wolves and a yeti. You know, That's a very nice.
This is a very nice Yeti.
Oh no, it's a very nice Berserker, the plus strength one.
Oh, also that one, yeah.
I mean,
Just strength for blitzing with piling on and tackle is just
yeah,
gonna have a rough time.
basically put mighty blow on everyone who's got frenzy and kill everything. And his only dirty player is also a Garda. It's an interesting
I
combination,
mean, yeah.
but I can see how that
I mean,
happens.
how this happens is you pick 30 player first,
Yeah,
then you get cards from a double.
yeah,
It's just it's versatility.
yeah. And every other
Put it
dirty
down.
player is probably getting killed while he is not.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
uh,
Only 2 tackle, but you know,
with 5 frenzy, frenzy is an okay replacement for tackle.
I guess it lets you roll more dice. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like against blodgers, frenzy's a little bit worse, but against pretty much everyone else, it's better. So if you're hitting
Yeah.
someone with just dodge but no block, then frenzy blocks better than
Yes.
block tackle, and all the other combinations except blodge. And then you just have to chain them together. So frenzy blocks from one to the next to the next. Someone's going to roll a power at some point.
Yes.
A couple of plus agi players as well.
Yeah, it's always nice, getting alignment with plus agi and dodge
Yeah,
and kickoff return and sure hands is just,
yeah. I mean, obviously,
pretty much a ball carrier. I'm imagining the other runner is just, receiver,
yeah.
sort of.
Well, the agi runner who rolled a double for guard first off anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, nice looking team, and still, you
Hmm.
1940, but you could get another. There's quite a few more skills you can get on this team
Yep.
before you worry about it being a bit bloaty.
Hmm.
Very strong, and I guess being the highest TV team in the league's got to be can't be it's pretty good. So that is it.
Yeah.
That we're
It
aware of.
for right now. Yeah.
Yep. We don't know what the schedule's going to be
No, that means
until
it's
probably
empty.
Thursday. I've not actually
Nothing. There's
been
nothing to do.
been paying that much attention before the beginning of the season to know what happened. My team just starts playing. That's how this works normally. But yeah, we'll try and reconvene next week. We'll talk
Yep.
about how the first week went for everyone, and hopefully have a guest on maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe be a bit quicker.
No.
We'll see. No promises.
No promises. We've been at it for an hour already.
Yeah,
Jesus. And that's just the teams.
yeah. Well, but we're not going to talk. We're not going to talk in this kind of depth about each team
No,
next time, are we?
No.
But yeah, cool. All right. Well, I guess that's it.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Unless chat wants us to do something now.
No. Yeah.
If anyone's still listening.
We've still got 5 viewers. Woo! I am going to.
Went up the stairs,
Oh,
actually.
I just got followed. Jajisi. Tell me if I've pronounced that wrong, because I probably have. And I am going to raid someone, I guess. Pick a channel to raid. I guess. Okay. Mostly because he. I still owe him about 1 billion hosts. Artemis, I'm going to raid him. If you want to watch someone else, do so. But thanks for the stream, and thanks for co-casting with me, Failfish.
Yeah.
And
thanks to you for just being here with me. Thanks to everyone in the chat for watching.
Cheers and good night. We need like a
Yeah, we need to work on an outro a bit.
A catchphrase. That's what we need.
Yes.
And look after yourself and each other.
Dark horses for the div. What do you mean with that, London?
Oh, are we supposed to?
I don't know.
Dark horses for the div? Is that as in who is the Who's
like
the
underdogs.
who's the
Pretty much.
14th member, or should
Oh,
we be guessing at who we think is actually going to, uh, win? Uh,
I mean, it's so early in the season, and I really don't know any of these players, honestly. Aside from Lord Owl and Surkar, and all of the teams seem reasonably developed to actually just be able to do something.
I actually, I think I can. From just looking at the teams, I'm going to say what my three favorite teams are.
Okay.
He says, well, still, like I said three, but I've only, I know who my top two are, but who the third one is.
Uh,
Okay, I'm going to go for in third place. I think is going to be Lord Owl's Humans.
hmm
Um, they're a little bit bloaty, but they're a pretty good team and all round. And most importantly, I'm going on the fact that he's got quite a good win record. So
Yes.
that's why I'm putting him in third.
Okay.
Second,
Very
I'm
good.
going to put Thunden because this is I think this is the most kind of complete team. Like I think it's a very well built team and it's a low TV, so they're not going to have.
Also a very good win rate.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think this is a terrible draw rate, but uh, and
Who plays for draws
in
anyway?
in a purely playing by the maths, I'm going to say that T Cold is going to be the winner because you know
Because because the
being
highest
being
TV.
being 1940 when the next team below you is another it's basically a
1990.
wizard.
It's 150. It's
Yeah,
basically a wizard.
yeah, a wizard
It's
difference
just giving
between the
away every
next
game.
team. You know, yeah, there you go. That's what you get for asking. We're cursing you with the tip for number one, and also yeah, very well built team. Lots of
It's number two, London. Not number one.
Well, no, so that's who I think is number one. I think.
Yeah. But
Oh no, I've just seen his win rate though. Now I'm going to swap
no,
round.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. You pick this one.
I know. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll stick with whatever I said. I mean, we all know
Yeah.
it's by the end of the season it'll be like we could have any number of reasons why any number of teams are going to be in any place, and Blood Bowl does not work like that. At the end of the season, unless you've got like Ducky or someone who's just insanely good, the dice will have an effect, right? So
Yes.
we'll see.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
at this point in time, I'm not really willing to actually put a top three together yet.
no, not even
Mainly
just.
because it's gonna be biased because I'm gonna be in the division.
So does that mean you think you're going to be number one?
No,
So,
no, I'm not that confident in myself.
so there you go then. It's not you're not going to be biased.
Yeah.
Or are you worried about giving away who you're most scared of? Is that the other thing? You don't want to say, "Oh, the goblins might win," because I'm worried about all my lovely claw players getting stomped on.
It's just I've only played with two of the players so far,
Hmm.
and they've both beaten me soundly. So actually, no, I had a draw against Durgar. So ha.
And I mean, you've played them in outside of here as well, right? So, both Lord Owl, T Cold, have been playing in Imperium as well. I think.
I don't think I've actually faced D Cold in Imperium.
Okay.
I've definitely played Lord Owl there.
Yeah, yeah.
The rest of them are just completely new to me,
Hmm.
except for Disco Dave, who I faced a couple of times in Upstarts. Also a very solid player. So
And Doctor Hep, who's
is I think known pretty much throughout Rebbl, but
yeah. All right, cool.
yeah.
Happy. So you're not gonna like a bottom one. No, that's the opposite, isn't it? You definitely don't want to say
Bottom one, yeah, me.
that. there might be
Can
more.
only improve from there on.
There might be more competition for the bottom than the top. You never know. It's
Might be. Yeah, we can always demote ourselves to Div 5 if we want to.
Wait, can you? No, you can't. Can you?
No, you can't.
No.
No.
Okay.
We're at the lowest of the lowest here, unfortunately.
Excellent. Can't. So from the only way is up, baby.
That's also true. The only
Yeah.
way is up.
Yeah. That was a song in the 80s. In case you're wondering why I said baby.
I
Okay.
am not that old yet.
Okay, fine. And on that bombshell, I guess I'm gonna raid Artemis then.
All right.
2 viewers are ready to raid. Oh, there we are. 3,
3 raiders.
4, 3, 2. Goodbye. And I think we're out. Oh, I should be
Yep,
like,
we are out.
should I actually be watching Artemis after having raided him?
I don't know.
Because anyway, blah blah blah. Yeah, cool. Well done. How did that
Okay.
feel? Was that all right?
I don't know. A bit awkward at times, I think, but I'm sure we'll get into it. You know.
Ah, and we've already had a Discord message saying great stream.
All right. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. There we go. And I'm going to watch it back and cringe at my own voice.
Yeah. Hearing your own voice is really not.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Don't watch. I'm going to do my division on Saturday, and don't watch that in case I put more effort in. That's not
Alright.
that's not true. But it will be Saturday, so I might actually have time to prepare, which I didn't really do anything of this time. And also, right at the beginning of the stream, I pressed record as well as stream,
Yes.
and it came up with an error. So there was a bit where I might have sounded like I was freaking out, and it's because I thought everything had crashed.
Ah.
I don't know if you heard that, but there was
Yeah, a little bit. But,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's why. Because I thought everything was crashing around me. But anyway, it kind of worked out. Don't know who was actually there to watch it at that point. So
Yeah, I don't think
Hmm.
Don't think anyone's really paying attention. So.
I've got a subscriber. How the hell did that happen? What?
Ooh, congratulations.
I'm not. I don't know. Well, okay, fine. Yeah, and he subscribed to me 2 days ago when I wasn't streaming. That's intriguing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, free
Intriguing.
money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wow. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I saw that. Saw that earlier, and I was like, I didn't believe my eyes. So it's only now that we stopped streaming that I was like, oh yeah, no, it does say that. Okay.
Someone wants to spend money on me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, well, no. So he subscribed with Prime, so basically it cost
Okay.
him nothing. But still suggests I'm his favorite streamer, right? He only gets one of those.
Yeah. It's always nice.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, yeah. So next week, actually today is even better. Wait, what day is today? Today's Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
But
yes.
the division won't have been finished by now. But you can't do Thursdays.
I can't do Thursdays. No.
But Wednesday, I might be able to do Wednesday next week.
Wednesday should be fine. Yes.
But if not, we'll do Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
If that's okay with you.
Tuesday
next week is actually better for me, but we'll see how the divisions
we'll
go.
see how division if all the matches are played, we can definitely do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and so the channel, this Discord.
Yes.
You notice that it's got like it will have the scores from the division.
Yeah.
In that
in the Gman for the recapping thingy.
And just that division, nothing else. So I like as you might be able to tell, I've got all the divisions I'm in that I'm either playing or adminning or recapping.
Yeah, I see.
But I must admit, I've got so many now. I'm kind of ignoring them. So yeah.
You got the entire Imperium thingy in there as well.
No. So you can see from Imperium, I'm only adding the Imperium rooms that I'm in. So the ones with the red circles beside are not being reported. And like the one today where you and me were in a separate room, I've not bothered setting those little rooms up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because obviously SpikeBot, it's not the same bot that does Rebbl, but it's
the Rebbl rewards.
It's made by someone else, but Schleiss, him, Major Byte, they all kind of worked together to get the bots working. So it's kind of
Right.
it's very similar.
Mm-hmm.
And but I wasn't certain if I'd actually be able to get Rebbl games through it, because I thought the Schleife bot will work for that area and the Spike bot won't work for this one. Anyway, but it works fine. It's quite easy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
All right, that's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's loads of extra commands as well you can do, so you can check what the ranking is and things like that. Anyway, yeah, cool. I'll like message you a bit closer towards the end of the week when we
Mm-hmm.
see how people are doing to to properly organise the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And get a guest in as well.
yeah. I'd
Hopefully.
like to make it regular, but I don't know. Like this time, is this quite late for you as well? You
This is quite late for me, yes.
Yeah, so it's like 1 a.m. for you now.
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, and so you'd rather earlier.
I'd rather have it a bit earlier.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah. So if we had it on the Tuesday next week,
Yeah.
that I'll be able to do from like 7 o'clock or so.
All
So
right.
much earlier.
Right, 7 o'clock is. What is it?
Oh,
Are we at the
sorry.
same time?
Sorry. No.
Same time?
So I'm 8 o'clock your time, basically.
All right.
I'm
No, that
London.
should be fine then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Uh.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
I guess I will see you
Next.
later.
Yep. Oh, I guess
Next
we'll
week.
probably talk before next week anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, probably.
All right. See you about.
All right.
Bye.
Maybe we do a quick stream of. Maybe once the schedule is out, maybe we
Yeah.
could do a quick. No, I don't think so actually. Because I'll be gone for the weekend from Friday onwards.
And
But if you want to do that, then be my guest.
yeah, I'm out tomorrow's, so maybe on Thursday, but whatever. Yeah, cool.
All right.
All right. Cheers.
All right. See you later then. Cheers.
Good night.
Night.
Vision for the Precap. Okay, great. Alright, so hello and welcome to the season 12 Division for the Precap. In the chat with me is actually I didn't actually ask how to say your name. Wow, Failfish, whatever. You can just call me Failfish. I guess we should start with why. Oh, so and hello, I'm One Eye. In case that's not obvious from the fact that the channel's One Eye. And yeah, so yeah, why Failfish? Why my name? Yeah. It's actually kind of it started out with me and a couple of my real life friends. Like some kind of first person we had a couple of things. And someone just came up with I mean I'm Dutch, so I'm gonna say that now it's Walvis fish, which pretty much means whale fish. It's just a stupid name. And later on I just, kept on using the name in whatever games, whatever just whenever I needed a name I just picked that name. And then when Twitch came in just used them filming. And that's pretty much led to this thing. Cool. So pretty random, basically. Pretty random. Okay, and we're gonna let's just crack on and go into this. Where basically we're gonna go through the teams that are currently in the division. So at the moment there are only 13 of the 14 teams in, so we're still waiting for one, and we're not sure who that other one is. so if I just get up my other sheet, there are two teams who aren't in. Bucket Olympians, Rebbl Community College, who are actually a Chaos team, not Rebbl. Yeah, maybe he's actually a Rebbl team, but it says Chaos on the sign up thing. And the other one was a name I'm not even going to try and pronounce. Sursigi? Okay, fine. Sursigi. I'm saying Sursigi. Yeah, cool. And the Zugoff Wild Boars, which is an orc team. Now, we have an extra orc team, so maybe they've been replaced by different coaches for an orc team. But let's just crack on and start with of the 13 teams we have. We're going to go through them from the lowest TV upwards in the hope that we don't miss anyone. So we're going to start with the Goblins, Duffels Chosen Misfits, who are coached by Jajisi. I'm going to learn people's names by the end of the season, but not today. Yeah, I thought they had a different name. Yeah, very confusing when people do that. No one should do that. It's very irritating. They're just what yeah. And obviously if anyone picks me up for pronouncing their names wrong, I'll happily learn them to properly tell me. Maybe so. Okay. But I do think we should have we should have guest presenters on. I like the idea of having pretty much trying to get every coach on to join in at least one week each type thing. Obviously we won't be able to get everyone on, but if we can get a few of them, then it'd be pretty good, I think. And yeah, exactly. And also so they can correct me for any badly pronounced naming. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so we're going to start these goblin teams. All 3 secret weapons, including a minus armor ball and chain, which is, interesting. I mean, if the ball and chain gets knocked down, it'll get removed anyway, so it's not that big a deal, I guess. Yeah, so long as you have to face anyone with stab, or anything where it's not being knocked over, it's an armor roll. But yeah, I guess. Or another chainsaw, obviously, great way of getting rid of the chain. Yeah, but great way of getting rid of it altogether, I think. Just chainsaws. I mean, stunties in general, block and mighty blow alone will do quite a lot of getting rid of stunties. It's no need to overcomplicate this with chainsaws. But talking of chainsaws, I mean, actually, their chainsaw, they've built themselves their very own. What's his name? What's the name of the star player? Lodge. Yeah, I should know. Whatever that goblin's called. Yeah. Rebbl did already. Yeah. Obviously, it's a bit boring if we both search at the same time. Anyway, it's Noblar, of course. Yeah, Noblar. Yeah. Moment that's the it's the pressure of being on screen that's Anyway. Hello, Thunder, by the way, and Dr. Head. Hello, Dr. Head. I mean, other than that, I like the very powerful with you. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wow. I've actually, obviously, I've played a little bit of goblins, not very much with a bombardier, and almost never actually managed to build myself a bombardier. But in Imperium, I've had a bombardier with Hail Mary, and actually it's not that great. Like the inaccuracy is kind of irritating. Like, I mean, you do just put them in the back and pretty much blobs every time. Yeah, and against some opponents, if the opponent really wants to huddle up and form a bit of a mass, it's great. But quite often your opponent decides not to, and you end up kind of just throwing it not very effectively instead. And also, there's always the problem with bombs often being caught and being thrown back at you. Yeah. But it's a goblin team. They're going to kill other people. So not because you're going to get beaten by them, but you're going to do some of your favourite players. A double goblin who is a dirty player, which isn't, oh, that's a point actually. The Looney could have had dirty player sword. Very, very scary. And not sure about the break tackle trolls, but kind of have to. There's not really much else to say. Oh yeah, sponsored by Goblin Gambling, and they have a star player, the Knuckles. So hoping they do. Yeah, gonna be getting even more secret weapons, so they a few extra bodies. I guess it works when you're pretty much 600 TP down. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't work at all. It's rubbish. I mean, actually, so if you get Ripper totally changes the Goblin team. Having 3 top trolls, one of whom isn't stupid and doesn't want to other inducements, I found they just kind of disappear a bit too easily. Like, you know, you play people who score too much, and then you've got them because you won't play. Anyway, have you played much Goblins?
I think I played one spin match with goblins, and that was it. And it went horrible. I think two of my goblins got eaten, and I could no.
Yeah,
I don't like goblins.
yeah. No, I played them for 3 seasons in Twitch Blood Bowl League, and it was hard, really hard, especially if you're against good opponents and stuff, and they'll just take you apart. More so than even halflings, who I think halflings have a better throw teammate chance, so you can kind of get away with scoring quickly. And don't eat
And don't eat the half.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess the next team, the Dark Elves. Yeah. Sturka?
I always say Sturka.
Yeah. And I mean, there's not very much to say about this. They're
I mean, it's unlucky or lucky that they managed to roll one double in all of the skillets they have.
massively unlucky.
Because that was the thing in our mind this week. Like, Sturka was the only one lucky instead of.
So yeah, he should have rolled 3 doubles in that time, and he's rolled 1. Which is, you know, I mean, he might have rolled more, but the player who rolled it might have died subsequently. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. What's his name? Which in one of the later games.
And she wasn't like Mighty Blow and Juggernaut or anything. She was.
No. She was like. She had like 2 or 3 skills as well, so that's relatively easy.
I mean, it's Dark Elves. They're a very solid team. It's you know a scary team to face. All that, especially don't know how much tackle there is in this division.
It's just, mass lodge is always good.
Yeah, mass lodge step, and a beer stand for the surfing.
We're getting close. There were 2 with captain, but that is a bit lower for you.
Oh, is it by any chance you?
I think if